Hello Libra, this is your extended reading. So, maybe you're connected to a Virgo because your extended is starting with the same card that came through in the extended for Virgo, the last reading that I posted for them. So, but this has nothing to do with the message itself for you. It's just that it's reminding me of that. Okay, so maybe it's not that you're connected to a Virgo, but maybe the Virgo story that came through that extended makes sense for you too. But in connection to the first part of your reading that we were seeing, the road trip, and you getting there and being a little bit frustrated, right, with what you're finding, but then realizing that the real treasure of the road trip or the place itself or the destination is that you're sharing it with someone that really gets you, that really understands you, that really enjoys it with you, right? But so we start this extended with the World card, which was exactly the same card for Virgo. And for them, the message, the phrase that came through was Brave New World, which is coming through a little bit for you too, Libra, because I feel like, when you got this desire that you wanted to go on an adventure, I feel like it's coming through a little bit different than Virgo. So Libra, for you, your desire to go on an adventure, to explore, was to enlarge your views of the world, to expand your horizons. This is how I'm seeing this world for you, right? So yes, it really requires bravery to come out of your comfort zone, but I feel like somehow when you come into contact with the outside world, right, when you explore, when you arrive, right, in this place that you were holding such high expectations, it's almost like your view of the world is going through some deep shifts, and it's almost like it's this opportunity for you to so how it's coming through now, it's reinvent yourself, but it wasn't what I was gonna say. But maybe you are reinventing yourself, right? It's just because in going out into the world, right, going to explore new adventures, new places, or places that you have been in your childhood, and now with your adult mind, you're seeing the world differently, right? Or you're seeing that world that used to be your whole world very differently. And I feel like the realization that you're having is that you are no longer that person, and you're shifting with the other cards, as the whole context from what I'm seeing now is that you're shifting your mind from a very independent, self-aware, but also very, the word that's coming through is selfish, but it's not exactly what I'm sensing. It's almost like it's a very well established independence, including financial independence, but it's all shifting, right, when you go out into the world. So we have these three cards following the world: the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. So let's start with this Seven of Wands. I feel what I saw actually with the Seven of Wands was a fireplace, and maybe this is a bonfire, because it feels grand. It's not like just a tiny fireplace in the corner of your house. It feels like this ritual. It feels like it's almost like, when we write things and we burn them in the fire, right? It feels like that. It's what I was seeing. It felt like this very big ritual with a fire, with a fire pit, or with, I don't know exactly how to explain it, because it feels to me something that you're doing on your own, but it feels very ritualistic, it feels very symbolic, and you know, it carries the the sense of transformation that fire brings, right? That transmutation, the burning to the ashes, right? It's, and what you're burning, Libra, you know, so two things that are coming through with the Nine of Pentacles. One, that this ceremony, this ritual, this burning ritual that you're doing on your own, you're doing yourself. There is no one there with you. But in a sense, what you were burning is exactly that. That fierce independence, it's how it's coming through. You know, it's almost, it's kind of like this selfish independence, you know, when we build very high walls. It's also what I'm seeing with the Nine of Pentacles. When we build high walls around ourselves, right? When we succeed in life, actually, with the Six of Wands also telling me that, but it's coming through with another message, and I'll go through how it's coming through. It's just coming so fast. Okay, slow down. Libra, what I'm seeing here, it's like you're going through this self-awareness process or ritual where you put yourself into complete, it's like you're looking at yourself with such clarity that you're identifying now that your complete independence, and maybe financial independence also, but it feels to me like it's more like a detachment, right? It's almost like you have built very high walls around yourself because of your independence, right? And maybe because you were afraid of losing that independence, that you had to thicken your walls, right? And so for a while you didn't let yourself be distracted by relationships or by others, right? Or you didn't let other people come near you too much, right? And so this is what I feel like you're burning, right? And what I was saying about the success, it's maybe because, you know, you have achieved such high level of success, and maybe in your work, in a project, or in your life overall, that you have such abundance, right? That you're known for your abundance, that you're known for your financial independence. This is something that others recognize in you, that others see you as as a very successful person, right? But as I said, I feel like you're it's not like you're, oh, this is beautiful. So what you're burning is not the self-awareness of this independence, of your journey to achieve this independence. It's not that. It's just the belief that you had to hold on to your walls. So what you're burning with the Seven of Wands, it's actually those walls, right? That didn't allow others to reach you, to get near you, right? This is what I'm sensing. And it's beautiful because with the Six of Wands following, right, the other message that came through, and actually was the first message that came through, is that in doing so, in doing this ritual by yourself, you know, becoming aware of these walls that you have built around yourself to protect your independence, they actually were, you know, they were keeping people away, right? They were, so it's like this realization on your part, Libra, that yes, this independence is something that strengthens you, but it also keeps people apart. So this is not something that you wish for, and now you're realizing that. And by doing this ritual, by performing this burning of your walls, right, which is very empowering also, because it doesn't mean that you're gonna lose your independence. Because I feel like whatever you're losing, right, we go from a 7 to a 6, but there is victory, right? There is accomplishment. Whatever you're burning is whatever is that is not necessary anymore, which are these walls. You see? So what you're losing, right? The one wand that was in excess here that is no longer here in the Six of Wands is this very thick barrier that you have built around yourself to keep this independence going, right? But I feel like you're succeeding also in this process, in this burning of your walls, which is very positive. And I feel like you're doing so in a very in a place where, you know, as I said, you're doing so on your own. There is no one there with you. And with this Hermit following, it's just emphasizing that, yes, this is something that you can only do it with your own self, right? It's like you are your own master and you know it. This is something that really, that is why I'm saying, you know, your independence, it's just strengthened because what you're letting go, what you're burning in this fire is not your independence. Your independence, nobody can take that away, right? With the Hermit especially. So it's just strengthening what you already know, right? That you already hold in yourself, that is very wise, right? You are a very wise being, Libra. So what you are burning here is actually the element, these walls, right, that were keeping you apart from other people. And I feel like somehow, you know, with this Lovers ending the first part, it just emphasizing that now you see that it's very good to have another to share these very dear moments with, right? And someone that is a really good mirror for you, especially because, you know, after the Hermit, we have these two beautiful, beautiful cards. So we have the Queen of Cups and the Empress, and this is all your person. This is your partner. This is your friend. This is your spouse. This is someone very special to you that you took on this road trip, and that, you know, they're with you. They're fully present with you, and they're enjoying it as much as you are. So, but there's one thing to be said about this other person, because I feel like whatever you're burning down your walls with this ritual, right, that is strengthening your wisdom, is strengthening your wisdom, right, with the Hermit. It's emphasizing that, yes, moments of solitude and your connection to yourself are really, really important, and you hold that dear, right? But also, you know, if you are here all by yourself on your own, right, in your home perhaps, doing this ritual, I feel like this person, this partner, right, represented by the Queen of Cups, also has her own wisdom, her own abundance, right, that she wants to share with you, that she wants to bring to you. It's almost like she's knocking on your door, right? It's what I'm seeing visually. It's almost like they're coming with gifts, and her gifts are her presence, but also her heart, and also her knowledge, right? It's this energy is so feminine and so abundant and so fertile, right? They want to share this fertility with you. It's almost like they're also hungry for life as you are, right? You are hungry for adventure, and you know, the world is opening up for you again. And although, yes, there are moments where you need solitude and silence to concentrate, right, to perform your rituals, you know, perhaps this ritual with the Seven of Wands, it's one of them, right? So you're, you know, in order to perfect your wisdom, your knowledge, your sense of self-awareness, you do have, you know, frequent moments of solitude. So it's not like allowing this one in is going to end this. It's actually strengthening, as I said. And because, you know, I just have to mention this right now. So in the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. So, and this is, I feel like this is almost like higher knowledge coming to both of you, because you see, you both of you have your own strengths, right? You know the power of your own independence and your own solitude. They, on the other hand, you know, besides having a big heart, they also have a lot of, they're a very creative person, right? And very feminine and very, and it could play out, you know, genders are not attached here. It's just the energy of it. So you just take it as you will. But with the abundance here, with the prosperity here, is like they want to share it with you as much as you want to share, you know, that place that we saw in the first part. They also have their own things, or their own creative abilities, their own beautiful points of view of the world that is so sensitive, that maybe they're so profound but also very earthy, right? So they just want to bring it with to you. They just want to live it with you. And with the high priestess being this higher power, that is, it's this knowing that is coming to both of you, that coming together, right? Especially with the lovers, coming together is not diminishing your own individual powers. On the contrary, it's just strengthening it, right? It's just igniting even more both of your intuitions. So yeah, this is the message from the cards. I'm going to pull now from the astrological runes as a final guidance for you, Libra, and let's see what comes through. Okay. So we're gonna go there. The rune that came through was Lilith, Black Moon Lilith. And straight away, what I was seeing, especially because of the Lovers card, right? There is a lot of passion, and we already saw that sense of ignition of your thrill, of your need for adventure, of your need of excitement, and your just childlike vibration, very excited, very, just very joyful, but you know, wanting to fulfill your desires, right? And with the Lovers and Lilith as being this final guidance for you, you know, Lilith, she is in search of freedom, right? Because she has a lot of desires that if she were to just show them to the world, you know, she could be banned, she could be judged, she could be threatened, right? And so in order to protect herself, which I feel like perhaps you have done a lot of it, of a lot of protection of your own independence, right? And it's beautiful because it's just emphasizing, right? You have done this building or thickening of your walls, not only to protect your independence in a financial way, but in a way that protects your desires. It's what's coming through with Lilith. And you know, it could play out as very sexual desires, right? And so it's almost like you have done a lot of containing of your desires, and now it's time to free yourself from that. And actually, it's what I was seeing in this burning ritual, right? You're burning these walls to live all of your desires, all of your wishes, but also all of your very potent sexuality just freely, right? With no boundaries. But also with the Hermit, what I was seeing is that you're not doing so, you know, in a worldwide stage. It's not like that. It's not like you're exposing yourself. It's just that in moving out into the world, you're having all of these realizations that you can no longer contain your desires. You want to live them, you want to experience them, you want to express them. And I feel like also with this is actually beautiful because, you know, with these two, the powers of your own individual selves, right? Your your sacred space, your place of solitude, right? But also very wise here. And them coming with their own power, which is the power of fertility, as I said, the power of abundance, right? But very bodily, saying in a very bodily kind of way, right? It's what I mean. So with Lilith, it's almost like you're allowed to explore this freedom, this sexual freedom within your sacred place, right? So, and they are eager to share it with you, right? This is, you know, freedom is here. So just explore, right? Just explore, just live it like there is no tomorrow. It's how it's coming through. Oh, Libra, I hope you enjoyed this reading. It just took a turn that I wasn't expecting, but I hope it made sense to you. I hope it was insightful for you in some way. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.